I've had some experiences of building programs, so I've taken a lot of that experience, and now I have a strong conviction on how to do it. And so, I think there's two things that have to happen when you go to build a program, and the first is you got to improve your roster, right? You got to develop, you got to infuse talent to the point where you can compete for a championship. And I think we've turned over probably 100 out of 120 players on our roster in the last 2.5 years. We brought in the kind of guys that I wanted to have that builds that culture that I want in that locker room, and that is self-starters, guys who want to be great, guys who will come here on the weekends during the off season and work on their own. We recruit that kind of player just like the physical ability of a player. We make sure they have those qualities. So we have a locker room full of guys who truly want to be great, who truly love the game of football. That's our number one thing. It's not going to nightclubs and just because you play football and you're good at it, you play football. These guys truly want to play at the next level. They want to see how good they can really be. And so we've got a great locker room full of guys who love the game of football now. And then I think the second phase you got to get to, and you hope you get to before you get fired. That's season 2 or 3, hoping summertime. It's always happened to me by season 3. I put this on my players. I said, listen, I've won a championship wherever I've been by the 3rd year. So I put a lot of pressure on my guys this year. But really by the 3rd year, you're hoping that you've seen that DNA, that championship DNA develop with your team. And that is, think about it, because when you get here, you're going to build that team roster and, bring in a bunch of new players. So you got a bunch of individuals who really don't know each other, that don't trust each other, don't really play for each other. They play more. They're here and they're individuals. So you're hoping by that year 2 or 3, you find that DNA, that linkage where guys start playing for each other, start trusting each other and quit looking right and left. They just look straight ahead. And I seen that last year, the last 3 games of the year. If you don't know, we won our last 3 games of the season last year, beat Chat, who was the 15th ranked team in the country, finished 6-5. And I made the statement in January, we came back that all season, hey, this championship or bust. And I truly believe that because I seen that second phase you have to get to compete for a championship. And so we're at that stage now where we can go win it because this team truly believes in each other. They want to play for each other. They love each other. And they really trust each other. So we felt like this all season was that sort of mantra as championship or bust. Our guys have committed to that. And we've decided every day to get up every day and be the best teammates we can be. And that's why we're where we're at right now with the opportunity to do some great things.